sure that will be on the next file. And beat Tim to say that was fat. Well, that's actually a statement of fact that you are morbidly obese.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lab After Dark is starting shortly.
You are morbidly obese. You are morbidly obese. Andrew the Giant.
Straight to the dome and straight to the throat. Straight to the dome. 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 Straight to the dome.
Succubus.
Rhinoceros.
Lab After Dark is starting soon.
I forgot to set our fucking goal for our 50 goal or whatever, but it starts out at $1, okay? Just like I did last time. So if we did 50 of them for $1, that's $50. So, thank you, Josh.
The lab is my boss.
Right. Right. Right.
You are morbidly obese.
Mary donated $5 through Super Chat. Pop wants to know which paranormal punk we're fooling tonight.
Nobody's off limits.
Lab After Dark is starting soon.
Right.
Well, you opened that Pandora's door.
I was actually just sitting down to pee, but whatever, you know.
What's the point in causing any trouble with each other?
What's up? What's happening? Welcome to Lab After Dark.
Lab After Dark starts now.
I'm your host, Joshua Diaz, it's good to see you. Good to be here. How is everybody doing on this Thursday evening? We're a little earlier tonight. That's intentional. I get a lot of messages. I get a lot of messages and a lot of email. Just kidding. I do actually asking, why do you have to be on so late, and which I can completely understand. Most of the people that watch this show are East Coasters, and that's why, pretty much, is that I'm on the West Coast, and so I start later. I mean, that's just, for most of you, it's somewhere around 10, 11, midnight. It's 9:15 for me. And so I was thinking maybe possibly just doing, I don't know if this time will work better, but it's whatever. I mean, this is where we're at. This is where we're here. And I like it. Now, I don't know. I mean, I kind of like this 9:15? It wasn't even 9:30, was it? Hi, Gwen. How are you? Good to see you. Let me pop this chat out here. See, it's like 12:30. There are people that ask me, can you go at 6? And I just unless I'm on the lab, I really, it's just, I don't know. I don't typically, it seems early, but our show on Sunday will be at 7. So 10 on the East Coast, which is about as early as I can make it. If I can push it up any further, I would. And I wouldn't mind that. In and of itself would be a good thing. But anyway, we're here tonight. We're here early. 9:30 Salem, Oregon. Shout out Salem. Salem, Oregon. I bet it gets all spooky around there. Salem's probably spooky year round. Ooh. Ooh. And it's February. Shut up. We're from Salem. We're from Salem.
Adacor donated $20 through Super Chat.
Oh, that was very kind of you. Thank you, Adacor. It's good to see you. Tropicana 11, Missouri. Yeah, man. I'm telling you right now, folks. Spooky wookie. Has anybody seen the price of candy lately, by the way? And I swear, I am not a guy that complains about pricing of stuff. I'm I don't. I'm just shit costs what it costs. People charge what they charge, and there's not much to it. But I saw candy for sale, not on sale, for sale. Oh my God! Holy crap! When did it become the cost of gasoline? Just some sugar crack for kids. I mean, really? $15 for a bag of Reese's in Texas? Oh my God. What the hell? I got to tell you, that's just not cool. I don't know what I really don't know what to say. It's a lot. $1.69. Candy bars almost $4.
Mary donated $5 through Super Chat. Have you noticed you sound more and more like Pop?
Yeah, does he complain about pricing? I try not to, but it's hard not to. Marion, thank you for gifting 5 Lab After Dark memberships. Well, you know what? That's a great question from Pop, and we'll get into that here shortly. The good Nanya, what's up? Longer stream. I haven't yawned yet, but I did get in a nap. When I say a nap, it was like 10 minutes. But I got to be honest with you. And Geraldine, to help with the goal. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, does he? So does he complain? Well, you know what gas here is in California? I'm not even I don't even want to say what gas is, because inevitably what's going to happen is like, you need to move out of I get California shamed so much. It's not even funny, especially by the people from like Virginia. I don't know why. I get an insane amount of hate from the people in Virginia, particularly John Davis, True Crime, who likes to mock me and call me, a California, like I'm wearing skinny jeans and I'm going skating downtown at the sheriff's office or something. Just none of that's happening. It's just not happening. Mr. Mullins. You mean Tim Mullen? It's I don't even want to tell you guys. All right, it's over $5. It's like $5.19 a gallon right now. I mean, it's just how it's been too. It's crazy. Here we go. Get out of California. Yeah, I know. I get it. Sucks. It's a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, you can complain, but I haven't seen $2.50 gas since like probably 2010, maybe, but it's always been like that here. Yeah, yep, $5.19, I think. Yep, it is not cheap, man. I tell you. Then not to that, but I don't know who can change prices of shit, but whoever it is, it's just that nobody's doing anything. And it hasn't really, honestly, nothing's been done about it for years. It's just on and on and on. Nobody stops shit. Nobody does anything. Everybody, all the middle class and lower class people just get screwed. And it's not Newsom. It's been like that forever. Keep your political bias to yourself. It's just like that. You think politicians give a shit? No, of course not. They pretend to. They run on pretending to care. Oh, I'm sitting at the table. I'm sitting at the table and I can't, I feel for my fellow. I mean, shut up. It's like, it's overwhelmingly annoying. So whatever. When I was a senior in high school, 75 cents a gallon. Oh man. Well, Barb, I would say that I think that you're right, except it's not so much supply and demand anymore. It's how much you can get, how much you can mark something up. And that's what happens. I mean, everything gets marked up and it's so annoying. Like there's no reason, none. The only thing that I think that has came down, and that was because a bunch of chickens were killed or they died or they got some sort of bird flu or something. I have no idea. But there was a time not too long ago when eggs were $13 for an 18 pack here. Now I think it's down to like $7. Okay, that's great. But I don't need that many eggs. It's not, I mean, it's just not like, it's not something that's going to be sustainable. Like, oh, I'm going to eat eggs every day because, you know, they came down. And it's just like, what? You know, it's just so weird. Gas is just a joke. $15 for 18. Yeah, it was probably something like that. I mean, I'd never seen anything quite like it. But the price of candy for Halloween. I'm not going to skip out on the Halloween candy because I love it's for the kids. But I might sit out there and hand one out at a time. One little small ass, just like an old crotchety man that I am. That's what I might do. I just might just sit out there and go one. Now get off my porch. I'll be like Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino. I'll be slightly nicer and less racist, but one. Because last time I left a bucket out, some kid grabbed an entire handful, and then and then another kid grabbed the bucket and ran with it. He took off. He took off with my bucket. I chased him down. And yeah. He did. He took my favorite bowl. That'll never happen again. I'll never allow that to happen again. He stole my bowl, but I got it back. Oh, I got it back in a major way. Even dumped the candy out. And just give me my bowl back. It's like some plastic bowl. I like it. I still have it. And it's what I'm going to hand out candy one piece at a time this year. One for you, a one for you, a one for you. Now get off my stoop. I'm crotchety today. I'll hand out pixie sticks. Nah, it's just a blue bowl. Well, it's just my go-to. It's my go-to bowl. You know? I don't look at bowls and go, okay, it is now my favorite. It's been deemed my favorite now because I've invested so much into getting it back and I have it back. So now it's really my favorite bowl, but it was the bowl most favored. How's that? Does that make any more sense? It was my go-to bowl. Mashed potatoes, chips, candy, artichoke, and what else? You know, pretty much anything. Water. I've put water in it before. And it's just it's my bowl. You know. Oh. Canadian Mama Bear coming in hot. What's going on? Wow, I caught a live. Love you, Josh. P.S. I have a new beta fish. I named him Josh after my favorite YouTuber. Welcome to the family, Josh. Josh the beta. I've been called a beta male before. It's all right. Not a beta fish. Exactly. We all do have that one bowl. I might even show it to you at some point. I may have to show you the bowl that I risked my life for. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I risked my life, but who knows? It could have been. There could have been some furniture moving at the scene or something. There wasn't, thank God. And hold on one second. So I got. Hold on a second here. I was going to read this to you guys because I found it interesting and annoying at the same time. And thank you to who sent this to me because I'm extremely curious about this. Okay, where are we at here? All right, let me see. Whose birthday is it? I'm on my first beverage of the night. It's officially my birthday, number 38 years young. You know what that means. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ashley. Happy birthday to you. And I will say that 38 is a fine age. I was just that. I'm 39 now, but I'll be 40. I'm going to be 40 soon. Like really, really, really soon. 40. It's kind of dope, to be honest with you. I kind of like it. Okay, hold on a second. All right. So for the uninitiated, there's been this guy that I used to poke fun at, that he would do things that were just, I just found him asinine and a little funny and a little offensive, but you know, overall it wasn't like that big of a deal. At least to me. And so basically this guy who apparently was telling everybody that his life was falling apart, and it very well may have been. And I'm sympathetic to that. I got no ill will towards people. And, sometimes things fall apart in people's lives, and that happens. But this dickwad went as far as to claim that I was the reason that he made an attempt on himself. I don't know if I could put that. Like, he was blaming me for being the reason. And I wasn't even that mean to the guy. Swear to God. Like, it wasn't even, I was just, sort of giving him a mock here and there. And like everybody does, I think, at least. I mean, that's what we've done. And yeah, I said dickwad, and I mean it, and that was probably the nicest thing. But if somebody was to say to you, "You're the reason that I tried to, bump myself or whatever it was," I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the guy. And I was never like that offended by him. I just sort of make fun of people that do spirit boxes that have no, first of all, to do a spirit box, and I'm not saying I believe in it or don't believe in it, but you would have to have an IQ of above 60 to probably have any sort of electronic, paranormal stimulant to the world out there. Beyond, right? That's what you would need. Something. You would need actual brain power to connect with, I don't know, the afterlife. But it wasn't even that. It's like, when you do spirit boxes about kids who we don't know the status of some of these children, things like that. Well, I mean, he threw a whole hissy fit and he told all these people, "I just ruined my life," and all this stuff. And none of it's true. And I wasn't even mean to him. I mean, I guess I was, like, if you call somebody a numbnuts or, I mean, the guy wasn't, had a surgery in his mouth and was vaping out of his nostrils. I mean, what do you want me to do about that? There's nothing that I can do about that.
Straight to the dome and straight to the throat.
I watched him do it. Yeah, he did it. He was like, "I don't want to get a dry socket, blah, blah, blah."
Straight to the dome and straight to the throat.
And I was just like, you got to be shitting me. You got to be absolutely out of your mind. Now, he became, and this is not about, and I'm going to tell you this because I'm not discussing this on this channel. I'm just going to discuss what this guy said, and then we can kind of move on from there. But this to me isn't about the Sebastian Rogers case because that's not, I don't talk about that stuff here. But here it is for anybody that wants to follow him in case you feel like losing some extra IQ points. If you can spare a few, I'm sure that he would love to suck them right out of the friggin' dome that you possess.
Straight to the dome and straight to the throat.
Because he will. I mean, he will take it all. It'll go bye-byes, gone-gones. All right, so after all of this, after all this bitching, all this complaining, all this crybabying, I swear, as things start unfolding, some of you are going to be shocked at how wrong and how truly miserable you were to convict a mother with no evidence. By the way, he's talking about Katie Proudfoot. Katie has not been charged with a crime. She's not been convicted of anything. In the court of public opinion, people have feelings that they're welcome to. Yes, you can go overboard with it, but okay, so whatever. You claimed baseless things and decided your 10th grade reasoning. 10th grade is, by the way, 10th grade, I would say is, you probably have pretty good reasoning. Somehow trumps detectives from multiple agencies. I can't wait to see the outcome. Can't wait to see the outcome. What do you mean? I don't wish ill on anyone. Notice the commas in the right spot. But it's ironic to hear people inflate their egos and act like they, quote, just know, unquote, everything. I had a pet rock when I was 8. Does that surprise you that he had a pet rock? I had a pet rock. Guys, I had a pet rock. When I was 8, that behaved more sensibly than some of you. It knew when to be quiet. Read this and get upset if you must. But say it plainly, you are acting like rocks with opinions. Remember, this is the guy that cried and said that I was so mean to him that he didn't want to be around. Just bullshit. You must, but say it plainly. You are acting like rocks with opinions, not people with evidence. Wow. That is awesome. Good one. To the whole green team, again, one of the stupidest things that anybody ever, the green team. But there's no, by the way, there's no such thing. Like, it's true. There's not. I'm going to tell you right now, there's no such thing as a green team. It doesn't exist. There's no teams. It's no teams. It's just not. I mean, I can't express that enough. To the whole green team crew, truly, you could do good, but you continue to push a narrative to appease and grift. Now, this is the same guy that had a GoFundMe because he was losing his house, and asking people to donate to save. I don't know what it was, and make money off a missing child, and it's sick. And he had to edit it. I don't know why he edited it. Because I have no clue. Zero. Now let me just show you this really quick. I wasn't even going to talk about this, but that tweet was just, it was so ignorant. All right. Okay, so this is what, a month ago? 1 month ago, when all this crap, and Donna, thank you so much. And I want to have a pet rock. Yeah, maybe I'll just pump the audio. I don't know.
Pull in the driveway. Because I've been working on weekends, like no shit. Worked earlier today too. I come in the driveway and I see the vehicle, and I'm not thinking nothing of it. Well, I get out and I'm talking to him, and Katie makes banana nut bread, and I'm a fucking fanatic for banana nut bread.
He's a fanatic.
I ain't gonna lie, I love it. But anyways, she was dropping it off, and I'll show y'all. It's actually cute. There's like 6 little individual ones, but.
All right, so he's defending his friend Katie, who's the mother of a missing child. Infer from that what you will.
Long story short, he says, dude, I got to show you my outfit. I'm like, all right, what do you mean by your outfit? Yeah, that was it. Dude, I died laughing. He put his little hat on, had his little dress.
That's great.
I was like, what got me though was the fucking pillow, bro. What's up, Ray? Ghostly. Not really, man. Yeah, it was last night, Marge. He went over, so it was funny because he told me, he said,
and like I said, I don't even, you can feel however you want about the case. I have my own thoughts about it. I have my own thoughts about most everything. So it's not really that big of a deal. To me, at least.
He said, I'm going to go over there while Clue's live, and I'm going to
Clue. It's obsessed, dude.
knock on the door and act like she's getting served. I was like, I don't know about that shit. Dude, I'm telling you right now, Clue's professional.
The
Don't get me
tweet
wrong,
that I
like-
just read, and I will tell you this. This is the tweet that I just read. This was a guy that was involved, that has been involved somehow, some way in the Sebastian Rogers case. And then he was, he's been doing this spirit box bullshit, and he did about Summer Wells, Layla Santinello, Sebastian. I don't know if he did Jack and Lily or not, but
I don't think she's gonna be
there were others
swinging on nobody, but I don't. That's a ballsy move to do it at like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, he went to Clues, Marge. It was fucking hilarious, man. I ain't never in my life. It's uncanny. I shouldn't say that. Hold on, let me shut this door so Odin don't barge in.
I don't know how he knows we're going to be shocked. I mean, basically, he's insulting every single person, saying that, and I assume I'm a part of this because apparently I've been bestowed upon the green team, whether they like it or not. And I'm not anything. I'm just some dude that has an opinion and a show that I you know I just talk about stuff on. And
Nobody. No, sir. Oh shit. But yeah.
But for some of you who haven't seen this, you're gonna understand why his tweet and then this has pissed me off.
So sorry, the quality sucks, by the way, guys. X-War, why are you so handsome? I don't know. I'm glad you're handsome though. That's all. As long as you think that's all that matters.
Who's handsome?
Sorry to that. Keep pushing, buddy. I was on the live when he did it. Dude, they said, like, we're X4 cracking me up. What's up, Q Cats? Dude, SSR fan. What's up, Nikki? Yeah, dude, I wish I...
Yeah, but he makes all kinds of statements, is what I'm saying. He makes all kinds of just off-the-wall, shitty statements saying that... people actually, like, came at me about it. Oh, Josh wanted me to... I didn't want you to do anything, dude. I didn't want you to do anything. I didn't care.
I would have seen it live. I didn't get to see it. Caught the ass end of it. Everybody said it was hilarious.
He caught the ass end of it. Of course he did.
I saw where Chroma Reels called it, though, and that shit was hilarious because you can see her eyes, like she's eavesdropping on whatever's going on, and you can see her, like, literally, like, what the fuck?
Caught the ass end of it.
And then, like, the facial expression. Like, if you know Clue, she tells tall with her face, man. Like, every fucking facial expression she makes, it's mad, angry, questionable. Like, she shows it with her face. It's the funniest two individuals. Her and Cletus have got to be the funniest fucking people I know.
And y'all told the
SSR,
American people
I used to, but I bow hunt.
that no illegal immigrants have been voted.
It's the only way I can hunt now. I'm almost not faired up.
So
Hold on. What is going on here? Where's that noise coming from? Getting sound clips mixed up, sorry.
Well, I mean, they can't blame you, War, if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? God bless you. That's just how it is, bro. At first, I thought it was going to be. I know everybody thought it was me, man, and I was like, no, I couldn't have pulled that shit off. I don't think you do. I gotta talk to you ASAP, Nikki. What's up, darling?
You see where it's going?
There was
Kelsey?
something else I wanted to tell you guys, and I just went mind blank.
Just went mind blank. The hell does that mean?
Fuck. Oh, so I got a question. So what did y'all
The Rock went mind blank.
think about the whole post by the FBI? I have to ask. Obviously, I probably shouldn't even talk about this shit, but I've been kind of
Well, just add that to the list of things you shouldn't have talked about, but decided to anyway.
just generally
Stupid.
wanting to
Straight to the
know
dome.
what y'all's take was on it. God, dude, I don't like doing this shit from my phone, by the way. The fucking writing's small. Rosario. How do you say your name? Rocco? I don't know. Rocchio? That's a badass name, by the way. And that's awesome. From Argentina. You're taking a piss right now. Hell yeah, dude.
We're building to something. Folks.
But I'm actually cursed with being born handsome. Dude, what the fuck? War, buddy. Poppy, it's good to see you guys too, man. I got a police mustache. No, furthest from a police. I'm a criminal. Believe it or not. So I used to be a criminal. Reformed. There you go. Only one and one.
I don't think reformed was the right word, but never mind.
Bro, you're cracking me the fuck up. It's pronounced Rocio. Oh, that's awesome, man. I like your name. That's cool.
Reformed, like refried beans.
Cool. Why is everyone getting stirred up again? I don't know. I really don't, Circle. I think the biggest thing I could say, man, with the whole case in general, it's every so many months, you know what I mean? You see them come out. It's always like they're trying to combat. Hold on, guys. I had a phone call. I don't know. You under shit? No, hell no, I'm not undercover. It means do in Spanish. Oh shit, that's cool.
That's great. It's awesome, dude.
I don't know. I think circle back. If you look at everything that's going on, I will forever believe what I saw. I don't give a shit now at this point, dude. I've lost everything. There ain't fucking nothing else. What the fuck else you gonna take from me? My life. I almost done that 4 weeks ago. I'll tell you, that was probably the lowest I've ever been in my whole entire life. After losing my dad, I didn't realize how hard it would be to lose a parent. And I feel for a lot of people that's went through it. I do know there's not a day that don't go by I don't think about him. This morning, my wife will tell you, dude, I actually started talking about him and I just broke down. I mean, the dude, to me, was invincible. I mean, he had type 1 diabetes since he was 3. So I've seen him at the lowest of his low. I've seen him with his sugar. I don't even know how in the hell he survived half the stuff he did. And so when I got told he passed, it was just, my wife will tell you, I felt I literally got out of bed. I didn't even make it around the house because I didn't want my wife or my son to see me because Avery got woke up. And as soon as I walked out the door, dude, I just dropped. You lost your dad? Fuck, Nikki. I'll call you. I hope you're all right. Oh man, I'm trying not to get emotional. I hope you're okay. Just know I'm here for you. What's up, Shelly? I know that the biggest thing I can say that I take away from it is, dude, I think somewhere in your head, you go on with this bullshit like, oh, they live forever. And the reality is, it's not fucking true at all. And
I will say this. Yeah, I mean, most people eventually will lose their father. Eventually, I mean, just depending on the order of things and how it's supposed to go. But I remember Norm Macdonald had a good joke about this. He walked, I think it was at Symphony Hall, and he just walks out and he says, I come from a long line of death. And like nobody says anything. And then he goes, my dad died. And then his dad died. He's like, and I'm not sure what happened to his dad before him, but I'm pretty sure that he died too. I always thought that was funny. I don't know why.
It just hit me like a fucking ton of bricks. And then to like have everything else. And then I think a lot of people mistake what I say. I think they think that I'm mad or angry at what happened to me as directed. Let's just say in general, they came from my business, dude, and they won. But I can look and point fingers all day.
By the way, and some of you may know about his business endeavors, struggles, or whatever. I don't know anything about him, only what people have told me, and I've never even talked about him. ever. Never. Never once. Ever.
And say, oh, it was BHB, it was this person. I mean, I could do all that. The reality is I'm still the person that went online, that spoke about what I worked, what I did for a living, and it was taken in context and it was able to be used against me as a weapon. Just because they do something with that information, yeah, makes them at fault for doing something negative. But the reality is I'm the person that came online, spoke about it, jeopardizing my family, my guys' family, the employees, and here I am. And so I think it's been a harder pill for me to swallow, probably more than anything, because so bad I want to say, oh, it's your fault without taking accountability. But the reality is that I have to take the accountability because I'm the one that's on the internet. I'm the one that came out and said, oh, hey, and I'm the one that got involved with the dumb shit. When, in reality, the young man should have always I've never seen a case to which somebody has never remained at the forefront of an investigation, and to a point to where, like, this young man, I try to refrain from saying his name, to be honest with you, just because it's overextended and used in ways that I feel are negative. And if I'm not going to contribute to him coming home or talking about it in a way that doesn't even point fingers, then really I don't want to use his
It's coming up.
name in a way that shines light on anything that could be negative. So please understand, if you hear me call him young man, it's just simply for the fact of, over the period of a few months and the things that would take place,
Now, this is the same guy who just tweeted just a few minutes ago that we're dumb as rocks, or if you feel a certain way about a case, then you're dumb. You're dumb as a pet rock, that he was the one that had at 8. And by the way, 8 seems a little bit old to have a pet rock. 8? I could see 4, maybe 5. At 6, you're done. A pet rock?
don't feel like I've done.
At 8? That's like second grade. That's like second grade, dude.
His name any good.
That's so old to have a pet rock.
And that for me to talk about him.
Hi, Mr. Rocky.
Is it?
It's third grade. Holy shit. Who has a pet rock in third grade?
The best idea, if you know what I mean. It's been really hard to take a back seat. There is a team that is diligently working, though. I can tell you that right now. Now, I don't care. It's crazy because you see the rhetoric online, and I can
here we go.
assure you that the team that's here is absolutely trying to bring him home. Dude, my fucking eye keeps twitching too. Must be the crack. You know, they'll say that. No.
Yeah, I had a real pet. I was responsible enough to have a real pet. Somebody gave me a rock and said, here you go. And then turn around and go, well, at least he's not going to kill this one.
But
Pet rock was $1 million idea, though, for people like him.
reality is it's hard to talk about any of it without getting emotional. Morely because I'm pissed, I think, because I'm angry that I allowed my
don't hold it up and go, hey, look at the size of his wiener.
myself to do like sort of the back and forth and forget what was most important, along with putting my family in jeopardy and losing everything that I got.
And remember, I have absolutely 100% laid off because I was like, you know what? This was my thought. If he was serious, and I don't know if he was or if he wasn't, it's not a good thing. Then he brought my name up in it, which just all that did was infuriate me. It didn't make me go, oh no, I feel so bad. No, it infuriated me. I said, you know what? This guy has issues that I don't want to be even associated with, because I just don't. And so I backed away.
never been evicted for
a while.
fucking being late on rent, so that was a first. That was really a first time in my lifetime that happened. So X-Boy, I appreciate it, man. No, man, and I get it. I was going through recovery from alcohol at the time. Thank God I made it through. He was my hero in this funeral I played. See, in the Tonka grind, I'm happy. Like, and I hope you're doing great, man. Because the biggest thing, Janice, go ahead, bud. It's some of the comments. X-Word, dude, I hope you come around a lot, man, because you got me fucking cracking up. But
yeah, dude.
If you look at in general,
he was talking about he showed everybody the guinea pigs privates, and was talking about like how he was either envious or ashamed because the guinea pig had a bigger set than he did.
Thing going on online, I've not seen anything positive even come out about the young man, except for kind of like the FBI and what they posted or released talking about like, hey, this is what this is. Which
he posted a video on TikTok where he was like, dude, I just saw the size of my what is it, a guinea pig? A guinea pig's nuts, and he held it up. It was like showing the camera. He's like, look at the size of his nuts or something. I swear to God that happened.
Which was, I feel like was a good thing, but at the same time, did you see how quick it got spun? It was instantly fucking spun, and it was like, well, we submitted this, or we did.
I know, he's just flashing guinea pig nuts on the internet.
That, dude, I can tell you right now that my fucking phone and my laptop have been compromised because fucking AT&T contacts you to let you know, hey, we feel you got something strange going on. Never in my life did I think it was them, but dude, there's some things that's got me questioning some shit. Julie, you're such a sweetheart, man. I appreciate you so much.
I do.
By the way, I'm gonna say this, dude. If you don't know me and Julie's background, so we've came a long ways, but most recently, she was able to help me with my son, especially given the circumstances and how important it is to make sure that your son or that your child that has autism has play dates with other kids that also are on the spectrum, right? And specifically in the same kind of category that he's in, like, you know, level 1 and 2. Because
he finishes
it helps him develop friends, and so I appreciate Julie for that. And
he gets a full thought out here.
It's been super awesome.
I think Mantra just shit himself. Oh my God! Hold on. Oh no, the fan's unplugged.
Crabtree, you need to see the message I sent before that. Tonka, I got you. Why did I think it was funny what Chris did? Just out of spite, man. I think a lot of it comes from, I got a lot of anger towards Seth as a person.
Why? Why? Can you tell me that? You got a lot of anger towards him? Okay. For no good reason other than your brain's fucked.
I don't know how to explain it, right? Like, it's not more of like, the man didn't hurt his son, dude. I'm like,
all right, then why do you have anger towards him? Why do you give a shit?
I've said it 100 times. I don't believe the man hurt his son, but
okay, you're fine.
At the end of the day, it became a personal back and forth between me and him, and again, it's one of those things like you take part in that you're not proud of, and I'm not proud of any of it. It's just irritating. One of the things that he had said, I remember, I've got a screenshot of it, which is he needs to pay more attention to his autistic son. I think Julie actually sent it to Julie and a couple of people because it fucking pissed me off a lot. And there were some other things that were said. And so since then, it's morally been a tiffy back and forth. Morally poking fun at the simple fact of
Morally poking fun. Man, I missed you, buddy.
Of certain things.
Morally, because of.
But if it was something that I felt that was poking fun or poking fun at him as a parent or a individual on how he parented Sebastian, I would not agree with it at all. That's just being real. I mean, I wouldn't agree with that across the board. I still stand by all three of these parents didn't do shit. So I just hope that the young man comes home, and we bring him home soon. And the team that I know that's really trying, I can assure you, because I've been ran down on questions about where I was searching.
Yeah, Morley. He's Morley. I'm Morley poking fun.
What my general thought was, they're a really fucking well put together team. And so I'm hoping and praying that, fingers crossed, that they'll, with the people that they are, they'll bring him home. But only time will tell. And the reality is here's the thing, man. You could go over the same place 100 fucking times.
By the way, my whole thing about Chris and Katie has always been that I've never accused them of wrongdoing, but I just don't believe. I don't believe the story. I just don't. And if that makes me some basher, then fine. I don't have to believe them. I don't have to believe anybody. I can feel a certain way about something if I want to. Doesn't make me a mean person or a bad person. Now, if I said, I think she, did this, and this, and this with absolutely no proof of anything, then yeah. And I know people do that. I haven't. I won't.
You're going to miss stuff. You see it all the time with SAR. One of the things I thought was really crazy, though, was the Haro case, right? Emmanuel. When you look at his case in general, it was a very terrible situation, but how quick, when you see a set of guilty parents, right? How quick it is that you kind of pick up on it. And I will say that everybody kind of did, even if you look at like the YouTubers, TikTokers, things like that, they all said the same thing, which is the same thing we did at the beginning with Katie. I mean, I've came out and said it. I thought it was Katie at the beginning too. And
yeah, that's right. You did say that. That's right. You did say that. You know who didn't? Me. All I said was, I don't believe him.
Still getting involved. There's always that little inkling back there in the back of my head, and I've said that since day one. I've talked to Katie. She knows, and I've said it to her. But at the end of the day, I don't feel comfortable with no factual evidence being given to put my opinion on something that doesn't matter. Like, my opinion shouldn't hold weight.
It doesn't, trust me.
Does that make sense? When the only thing I have to offer any type of case would to be able to search, use my thermal drones, do things like that, and try to, I guess,
use my thermal drones while I wear my thermal drawers.
Help in some sort of way bring him home. But other than that, I don't offer anything else. To the point when, most of y'all know this shit, when I started getting involved with the back and forth bullshit, he no longer was a priority for me. And that's when I realized, like, I needed to step away. And again, it goes back. I mean, the last fucking 6 months of my life's been complete hell. I mean, January 8th, I lost my contract in an emergency WebEx meeting with Verizon Wireless. I had been with them for...
I'm not saying that he really did have a contract with them. That's
2.5 years. Most of y'all seen the video. Queen played it, actually. And shout out to Queen, man, who's been a fucking rock to me. She does not understand, her and her chat, how much they mean to me.
They're constructing a statue for you currently as we speak. They love you too, buddy, so much.
Anytime that I've texted her, anytime that she's actually, fucking just checked on me. Julie, people alike, that all just as a person checked on you, barbecue, just to say, hey man, are you good? 4 weeks ago, like I said,
here we go.
I came very close to taking my own life. And I think that I'm living 24 hours at a time right now. Some days are okay. Some days are not. Some days are rough. Some nights I don't sleep. And I think it's because morally, like I said, I'm angry at myself. It's not that I'm angry at everybody. And I think people don't understand that. People think that I'm pointing fingers are fucking pissed off at the world, right? In the general cases that I'm not. I'm more mad at myself, allowing myself to come online, talk about what I did for a living. And whether I fucking meant to, because I'm gonna say I never meant to cause any harm per se. But as you start this back and forth, it escalates. And then the problem is as it's escalating, you should know when to stop, right? But there's this part of you that has a pride issue, right? And it's like, well, fuck that. I'm not going to let you I'm not taking that shit, right? So you just keep going. And then it fucking explodes. And then at that point, you're like, all right, fuck. I'm in the middle of it. I wish I could rewind time. I can't, dude. I can't. I fucked up. I can't take it back. I've lost everything there fucking is. And dude, I'm 2 months behind. I'm working my ass off. Let me say this: all of us are struggling. It's not just me. Every person that I've talked to, we're all going through something. And I don't know how a single parent does it in this fucking economy. Because let me say, somewhere in the 5 years of owning a business, I really,
when we're done here, we're going to go back to that tweet.
Learned stupid shit. That's what I'm gonna say. I wish I would have learned how to invest my money better. I wish I would have learned how to do things differently. I wish I would have learned a lot of things. Buying shit, I think the younger self in me saw the money and just kind of fucking was like, oh, fucking cool. With no maturity level to it, right? And if I could go back, it would be invest in things, make wiser decisions, especially being a business owner. Maybe, not get involved with certain things. And I don't mean that in a way of like searching. What I mean is it's just, if I'm going to search, did it have to go online? Did I do what was that? Like, why? I say that it was to show people how rough the terrain was. And the reality is was it, right? You have to think in your head, like, did I do it for the right reason? Was I doing it for the right reason? And what you got to hope is that you were, but there's probably inconsistencies, right? Like, what the fuck did it matter? If you knew you were searching with good intention and you were out there, then what was the need of putting it online? And I can't answer it. And so that's something I probably hold a little bit closer to the heart and chest, to be honest with you, because it
hold a little bit closer to the heart and chest. Heart and chest
makes me reevaluate me, and have an understanding of maybe like how I approach something and how I present it, if it is for a good cause or not, or is it out of spite. I will tell you that I never did anything out of spite or in a means to say, oh, I'm better than somebody or I'm doing this. It truly was to kind of back. Let me say this, not Sumner fucking County, not SCSO. I will tell you that I think pressure needs to be put on SCSO. Absolutely. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I think SCSO has failed this child as much as fucking... I don't think there's any department that's failed a child worse, actually, except for in Kingsport, Tennessee, Layla Santinello and Holland Snap. But the EMA, Ken Wagner and them, they absolutely fucking killed it, man. They done everything they could. That terrain out there is not no joke, man. Terry, y'all know Terry. Like, dude, she has taken falls that have left her brittle. Like, she needs a back surgery. She's not good. And she crosses my mind, at least twice a week, man, because I haven't heard from her, I think, in probably 3 weeks. So I hope she's good.
Twice a week.
Not sure. Online, because other communities don't measure. You do touch me. Arlene,
I cannot explain to you how annoying it is. Only twice a week. Twice a week is a lot to think about somebody.
Appreciate it again. But again, I think the biggest thing I can say.
Twice a week.
Is I've had to reevaluate a lot of things on how I approach stuff. Especially like with you guys. Like I said, I miss you guys. I do, dude. I didn't just do this and come online for the clicks and views, there's a part of it to me that was therapeutic. I spent a majority of my life running, choosing drugs. And I think like with this whole overall situation, it's the first time in my adult life that I've had to actually stay and fight what's going on around me instead of choosing a drug to run to or running. And I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to cope with it. I don't know how to handle it. I don't have the emotional maturity or the mental maturity to be able to understand the shit I'm going through. And, you know, I'm going through therapy pretty fucking extensive actually right now. Extensive.
Extensively. Or you could say I'm going
Kelsey donated $5 through Super Chat.
extensive therapy.
And trust me, if I don't call, I'll probably be 51 fucking 50. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things I
We're getting there.
can say that I hope I'll be okay, you know?
Thank you, Kelsey.
I just can't predict tomorrow. I can't predict the next day. What scares me the most is something I've said 100 times. When you're ADHD, you're impulsive. And I've always been impulsive. Most of y'all know that. It's easy to see. Most of y'all know I don't shut the fuck up. I talk a lot. And that impulsiveness is what ultimately can make you make a decision that can hurt others. And I have done it. I have not been successful.
Kangaroo emoji.
But
Donated
it's
$5
scary
through Super
because
Chat.
all it takes is that being pushed. And these people
Thank
have
you,
done
Kings
that.
Boo. It's very kind.
You know, there's a lot of shit I could say about Josh the Lab.
All right, here we go. Locked in. Here we go. Round one.
In all honesty, like going after him for as much as he goes after me, it's pointless, to be honest with you. He is one of the ones that actually pushed it to that point to where 4 weeks ago that I was like, fuck it, I'm like, I don't want to be here. And that's probably the harder part is even when my dad died, it's just repetitive, constant, just back, back, back. And then I've had to take myself and realize like, look, these are just people on the internet that are doing what they do, which is you came on.
I mean, dude. Wow. Just unbelievable. Hey, Paula, why don't you fuck off? Stop being hateful to Steven. He helped people a lot. Good. I'm glad that he did. I could care less. Yeah. Why don't you just leave? Stop being hateful. Eat shit.
On, they're talking about it. You
hear what this douchebag just said? Where's that lady at? Paula, did you hear what this douchebag just said?
Ultimately can make you make a decision that can hurt others. And I have done it. I have not been successul.
Yeah, just being hateful to Steven. He helped flood victims in North Carolina. He also snorted drugs in the woods while looking for a missing child, remember?
But it's scary because all it takes is that being pushed. And these people
Yes, this is from the reactions to his videos.
have done that. You know, there's a lot of shit I could say about Josh the Lab, in all honesty. Like,
And you're welcome to do it. You wouldn't be the first.
going after him for as much as he goes after me, it's pointless, to be honest with you. He is one of the ones that actually pushed it to that point to where 4 weeks ago that I was like, fuck it, I'm like, I don't want to be here. And
I'm one of the ones that did that by doing reaction videos of his spirit box that I didn't agree with. And then this lady, Paula, whoever this lady is, comes in here. Stop being hateful to Steven. He helped people a lot in life. He gave to flood victims in North Carolina and more people. Steven, you're not a bad guy. or a failed? A failed what?
That's probably the harder part. Is even when my dad died, it's just repetitive, constant, just back,
I said that I was sad that his father had passed away. I truly felt bad for him. I still do. I feel bad for anybody like that.
back. And then I've had to take myself and realize, like, look, these are just people on the internet that are doing what they do, which is you came online, they're talking about it. You can't get mad because they're online doing that.
Really? Because that's exactly what you did. And then after I laid off, after all of that, then this is him today telling people that they're dumb as his pet rock. This guy who got his little feelings hurt, who got his little just, oh my God, I'm so upset, hangs out with people that literally say some of the most outrageous shit you'll ever hear. And that's aside, that's besides the point, but they do some of the most outrageous shit you'll ever hear. And I don't give a damn about them either. Swear to God, I don't. Not at all. So this is what Numbnuts says. I swear as things start unfolding, some of you are going to be shocked at how wrong and how truly miserable you were to convict a mother with no evidence. What about you clearing a mother with no evidence? Saying there's no way she did this. What evidence do you have of that? Well, she's not arrested, so that's all the evidence I need. You know what? Some of these cases take 5 years. Some of them take 10 years. Some of them never get solved. That doesn't mean she's innocent. That doesn't mean she's guilty. The same thing can be said for you, the way that you're going about it, in pity for yourself as well. You claim baseless things and decided your 10th grade reasoning somehow trumps detectives from multiple agencies. I can't wait to see the outcome. Why? So you can gloat if you're right? Is that what you require? Is that right? That's exactly what it is. Talking out of both sides. I don't wish ill on anyone, but it's ironic to hear people inflate their egos and act like they, quote unquote, just know everything. I had a pet rock when I was 8. This pet rock thing is too much. That behaved more sensibly than some of you. It knew when to be quiet, read this, and get upset if you must, but say it plainly. You're acting like rocks with opinions, not people with evidence. What the To the whole green team crew, truly you could do good, but you continue to push a narrative to appease and grift. Remember, this is the same guy that just had a GoFundMe because his life was falling apart. And I was part of that reason that he no longer wanted to be here, because I made fun of his stupid ass videos, reacted stupid, and would make the dumbest faces you've ever seen. And it was hilarious every time. Sorry, Steven. I didn't know that you took yourself so serious. I didn't know you're like the Long Island medium's husband or whatever. I mean, I just couldn't take it serious. So I just mocked it because I thought it was funny. I also thought it was kind of crude too. You continue to push a narrative to appease and grift and make money off of a missing child, and it's sick. Sick. It's sick. Remember.
He is one of the ones that actually pushed it to that point. I mean, it's pointless on that. You know, there's a lot of shit I could say about Josh the Lab, in all honesty, like going after him for his.
And by the way, feel free. I never said not to. And I certainly wouldn't accuse you of wanting to do away with myself if you did. I'm here. I'm talking. I mean, we can go over the content, and if that's what you want to do, then fine.
As much as he goes after me, it's pointless, to be honest with you.
It's not pointless.
He is one of the ones that actually pushed it to that point to where 4 weeks ago that I was like, fuck it. I'm like, I don't want to be here. And
I mean, and I don't feel bad about that at all because I don't feel responsible for that at all. And if that shit shakes you up that much, then the internet's really not for you at all. You understand? I got no ill will towards you. I don't even know what kind of a person. There are people that have terrible things to say about you, just like they have terrible things to say about me. But this isn't about what people think about you or me. It's what you said about me, which is infuriating because you had these issues well before I ever entered your space. You're not going to lay that shit at my feet and go, all right, here you go. This is you. Thanks for making me feel this way. No, that's not how it works. It's just not. I mean, I reject his hypothesis all the way. And not only is it insulting, and one of the nastiest things, and whoever that Paula lady is can frig right off again, because she comes in here with her guns blazing going, well, what kind of a good person? You tell me a good person that tries to make somebody else feel like they're responsible for their own crazy thoughts that they have that they've had long before I knew who he was. And that's a fact. Just think about that. That's a good person. That's a nice person. That's the kind of person that you want to defend. Fine, do it. But not here, you won't. You can take your axe and go grind it somewhere else. But then he sits up here. Now he's tweeting again. You guys are all dumb as rocks. Blah, blah, blah. We're dumb as rocks? I'm dumb as rocks? Why? Because my senses tell me that I don't believe something? Big whoop. And by the way, I would think that I'm just a tiny bit more intelligent than you. Not a lot, but enough to not say things like, Morley and shit like that. Or to wear shirts that look like it was at a Madonna concert in 1988. I don't even know what the hell that is. What is that thing? It's like a butt flap. Is he wearing a butt flap? He's wearing a butt flap on his chest. I mean, dude, seriously. If you had any scruples, if you had any sort of integrity, you would apologize to me and say, you know what? You're right. I probably shouldn't have said that. I still don't like you messing with me. And I would say, you know what? Okay. I can accept that. If he had any sort of integrity at all, he would say that. You know what? And then he goes on to tell his little friend, Turlin, or whatever the fuck her name is, excuse my language. And she just goes on this rant against me. She's like, you're a fat piece of shit. You're this and that. And do. And if anything happens to him, blood's on your head, fat boy. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, go smoke another Virginia 100, you loser. I don't even know who you are. And then she goes, I used to have respect for you. Well, tough shit. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Oh my God. She had respect for me, but now she doesn't. I'm gonna be up all night, sucking my thumb, crying. I'm not. Trust me. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. I don't like you. I don't care. But for you to co-sign that, sight unseen, it's foolish. Absolutely foolish. And, I was like, well, I'm going to, maybe I should just lay off him because maybe he really is that stupid. And he is. But he's not stupid enough or smart enough, to shut up. He wants to have his cake and eat it too. He wants to be critical of people without getting the criticism. That's how this works. That's how the internet works. If you have a voice and you say something, there are going to be people that do not agree with you. There are going to be people that disagree with you, that loathe you, that like you, that sort of can stand you, that love you. Somebody may even name their beta fish after you. Name Josh. Welcome to the family. Not you. Not you. Because the reason that you didn't want to keep going was because I was the one that pushed you to become a drug addict in the past. I'm the one that pushed you to lose your contract with Verizon. I'm the one that recorded you snorting whatever in the middle of the woods. Remember? I was right there. I did it all. It was all me. Or was it? No, it really wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't me. It was you. You did it. You're responsible for yourself. You're responsible for your mental health. You're responsible to go and get help when help is needed. I didn't see a lot of other people besides Terry Lynn taking up for you. I didn't see a lot of people sharing out your GoFundMe. You know why? Because they don't really mess with you like that. Because this seems like a pattern. And to blame me, and then on top of it, my dad just died, and he still, well, you still said stupid shit. What do you want me to do? I found it just annoyingly offensive, and not like overly offensive, but I was just like, dude, this guy's talking to his spirit box, asking if Hodge knows what happened to some child, or trying to connect with some child. And Kelsey, thank you so much for gifting those 10 Lab After Dark memberships. It's very kind of you. You guys are, it's as much GeoGuessr as you can shake a stick at. It's a lot. Rod's completely right. If you're having trouble, read. Look, and this is coming from somebody who has had and does have mental health problems for a very long time. I still struggle with it. To this day, I still struggle with it. And so for that, I'm sympathetic, but that wasn't your fault. Angie girl, I'm not talking that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Once again, you're in the wrong place because it has nothing to do. This is between Steven and I. Your hatred for well, I don't know who you're talking to. You're writing in my chat. Brittany can figure out whatever Brittany needs to figure out. That's on her. Just like it's on me to figure out what I need to figure out. And just like Steven needs to figure out whatever he needs to figure out. Not my problem. It's not something that I can fix or that anybody in this chat can fix. Yeah, but Angie girl, and I appreciate you being here, but you're more than welcome to give an opinion on the subject that I'm talking about with people that I am talking about. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to veer off down that road because I'm not standing up for anybody except myself from now on. That's it. I'm just going to stand up for myself. And that's what I'm doing because I think that it's repugnant to do something like this. You know, that's the whole point of this. I wasn't even going to talk about this tonight. I had something else planned, but I got this tweet and I was just like, this is unbelievable. It's fine. I'm just saying that this is the subject on this. And Angie, you're more than welcome to be here and you know, have your opinion. I understand. As an adult, it's your responsibility to take care of your own mental health. He's married, for fudge sakes, and has people around him, as he's demonstrated on social media. I agree. We're all responsible for. I have a cousin that's 40 years old. He was there with us that night. My mom was shot. His mother was shot too. And he never went to counseling. He never entered any sort of treatment like we all did. We never consistently got treatment like we all did. And he's a drug addict, alcoholic, who blames his mother for everything that's wrong in his life. And I tell him every day, you're 40 years old, or whenever I see him, because he's so ridiculous. And I say, you're responsible for yourself now. We're not kids anymore. No more. We're just not. You can't blame your mother for your entire existence being bad. You just can't. You could try. It just makes you look like an asshole. And when you go around saying things like, this person made me feel this way, or this person made me want to do this, how much control must I have compared to the people in your life? I'm serious. Like he honestly should apologize. He really should. He won't, because that's just not the kind of thing that he probably does. But he should, and I would have some respect for it. But you know, he's not my responsibility. He's not my responsibility. And what he does to himself is not my responsibility. What he doesn't do to himself is not my responsibility. And I would never encourage anybody to hurt themselves in any way, shape, or form, physically, mentally. It doesn't matter how much I like you or dislike you. It's not about that. You get on the internet and you have it out with people and you catch some smoke and you cry like a bitch and say, I just want out. Come on, dude. And then now you're back to tweeting this, telling people they're dumb as rocks. that were dumber than his pet rock. Yeah, I wasn't even aware of him until like a year ago. And you know, like I said, this doesn't have anything to do with his friends that he hangs out with. I've never even said a word about his family ever. I've never even said a mean word about, well, I did one time when I thought that because when she had that chainsaw, I was like, yeah, she's really pissed off at you now. But I mean, that was funny. Other than that, I've never said anything about her. Ever. And I wouldn't. Never would I. And
Zombie Ribcage donated $5 through Super Chat. I'm proud of you, kid.
yeah, well, I appreciate that, Pop, aka Zombie Ribcage. Yeah, I'm just. It's bonkers. I have never, ever experienced anything like that before.
That scary, not been successful. I should say, what scares me, but pretty fucking extensive act I'm going through, or the mental maturity to be able to understand the shit I'm going through, and you know I'm going through therapy pretty fucking extensive actually right now.
What did I do? I accused his grandmother of turning off the lights. I just suggested that it was possible.
And trust me, if I don't call, I'll probably be 51 fucking 50. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things I can say that I hope I'll be okay. You know, I just can't predict tomorrow. I can't predict the next day. What scares me the most is something I've said 100 times. When you're ADHD, you're impulsive.
Well, I'm certainly not going to accuse the grandmother that he loves and is alive. We were talking about the afterlife.
And I've always been impulsive. Most of y'all know that. It's easy to see. Most of y'all know I don't shut the fuck up. I talk a lot. And that impulsiveness is what ultimately can make you make a decision that can hurt others. And I have done it. I have not been successful, but it's scary because all it takes is that being pushed. And these people have done that. You know, there's a lot of shit I could say about Josh the Lab, in all honesty, like going after him for as much as he goes after me. It's pointless, to be honest with you. He is one of the ones that actually pushed it to that point to where.
Look, if he would have just stopped right here.
In all honesty, like going after him for as much as he goes after me, it's pointless.
I wouldn't even reacted. I wouldn't have even reacted if he would have just stopped there. Everything that he said, fair enough, fine. There's a lot you could say about me. That's true. That's fine.
To be honest with you, he is one of the ones that actually pushed it to that point to where 4 weeks ago that I was like, fuck it. I'm like, I don't want to be here.
And that is where the ridiculousness and the stupidity and the ignorance shows. Because First of all, it's not true. Second of all, if it is true, you should be in a padded room under a doctor's supervision because you sit there and you shoot brain waves and electric impulse strobes and I don't know what else you do in there with that friggin' box. But yeah, you should definitely blame yourself.
And that's probably the harder part, is even when my dad died, it's just repetitive, constant, just back. And then
So then he said, well, you know, because my dad died, Josh wouldn't leave me alone. Which is weird.
I've had to take myself and realize, like, look, these are just people on the internet that are doing what they do, which is you came online, they're talking about it. You can't get mad because they're online.
But why? Okay, so why are you having such clear thoughts now after you say some of the most egregious shit, blaming me for some of the most egregious shit in your life?
Doing that, you give open to, when you come online to do that, what the fuck you think's going to happen? It's there for them to critique and criticize.
No shit.
So what the fuck can I do, right?
Not engage. But now he's engaging again. You guys are dumb as rocks.
At the end of the day, it just aggravates.
We're dumb as rocks, and he had a pet rock in the 3rd grade. A pet rock in the 3rd grade. A pet rock. He probably named it Rocky too. He probably named it Rocky.
Zombie Ribcage donated $5 through Super Chat. He knows it's not true. That's what infuriates me. Manipulative piece of.
Piece of. There it is. There's the goal. Let me see here. Hold on. He is, I mean, to me, that it's just very manipulative. And I don't know. I don't even know. We do. The rib cage, the zombie rib cage. Yeah, maybe. I mean, is it my fault? It's not. Am I mean, I was offended that he did say that. I'm not offended at what he tweeted, but I am offended that just mere weeks ago, he was telling everybody that he was on the edge, but now he's back and he's talking his shit, blah, blah, blah. That's what he's doing. And that's what he did. And I'm not responsible. You're not responsible. I'm responsible for me and my family and what we do and how we operate, the same way that you are responsible for yourself and your family. And then again, mostly for yourself, because at some point, everybody becomes an adult and everybody becomes, unless you're a ward of the state, which I'm not saying that he should or shouldn't be. But I mean, it's some crybaby shit. It's some crybaby shit, no question about it. Kelsey says, I hope Steven finds peace and healing. I really do. We all deserve it. I promise you that's how I feel too. I really do. I hope the same for him. It's something that everybody deserves. But sometimes you just have to work for it. Sometimes you have to work for your peace. And nobody gets constant peace because that's just not how life is. But also subjecting yourself to the bowels of the internet. That's just, if you can't handle it, it's not going to give you peace. I don't think about this stuff that often. I go through an entire day before I even think about any of like this stuff. Not the show. I think about the show and like what I'm going to do about it. I'm talking about this kind of shit. Like it's not something that's constantly in my head. It's not something that I stew on. But I just find it I find it so weird and so off base. This video is not today, but his tweet was from today. This video was from like a month ago. And like I said, I had backed off. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just not gonna, I just don't even want to go there anymore because, you know, he's off the internet and he hasn't been around and, you know, blah, 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 and all that stuff. And so it seemed like the elevator wasn't going all the way to the top. And so I just, you know, and then all of a sudden, you know, this happens. So you're just going, well, you know what? Like, why would I have to just be quiet about it? You want to talk shit, then talk shit. If you don't, then get off the internet. Don't send in one little lady that I had to tell to F off because she had no friggin' idea what she was talking about. I didn't even know if she was an old lady or not. She probably was. Sorry, whatever your name was. I shouldn't have told you to F off, but you really should F off. Great. I did too. I said F right off. My New Year's resolution is going to be to not cuss at all, but I just don't know if that can happen. I can try. But I did. I was like, Paula, go fuck yourself or fuck off or something. I don't know. I know. It was honestly, you know, and I'm not even like a drama queen, I don't think, but I can be dramatic for effect, you know. I do show. But this I'm not being because I just couldn't imagine trying to put that weight on somebody. I just couldn't imagine it. For any reason. For any reason. Yeah, I mean, I just, you know, she likes Steven and that's fine. And I don't care, but obviously she doesn't know what this beef is about. And this beef doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. Not his little butt buddy white boy or whoever, you know, whoever else, you know, because he was telling white boy, Josh was being mean to me. And he's like, don't worry about that, dude, man. I got that dude. And you ain't got nothing, white boy. I'm not a drag queen, yes. Drama queen, not so much. I don't think I've ever worn women's clothes for any reason. Although I did, no, that's not true. For Powder Puff, see, back in the day, Powder Puff, we wore cheerleading outfits. And I'm not even kidding. Like this was one of the cheers because like I had to go to cheer practice for a week, and I'm not even kidding you. This was one of the cheers. Are you guys ready? Kick him in the right knee. Kick him in the left knee. Kick him in the weenie. The touchdown. Swear to God, that was one of the drills that they taught us. I didn't want to do it, but I had to. You had to go to cheer practice. Yep. That was I'm not gonna put any more spirit into it than I need to. Because first of all, I didn't condone that. I did not condone, the kicking of the knees or anything else. Did you go to an alternative school? No, I went to a normal school. We had like gangs and everything. This was late 90s, it was 2000. I graduated in 2004. Kick him in the right knee, kick him in the left knee. And the thing was, when you could kick him in the weenie, you would put your hands like on your hips and just kind of do like a rotation. Yep. I remember. And yeah, we wore wigs and it was a whole thing. You can't do that anymore. You're not allowed to. I swear to God, dude, they would put hands on the hips. Ooh, like that. And we did that a lot. Yeah, powder puff was a tradition. It was cool. We need more spirit. I'm not giving you more spirit. It's just not happening. I gave too much spirit. Kick him in the right knee. Yeah, I would look. Well, that's what powder puff. When I went to school, powder puff was women or the girls played football and then the boys were the cheerleaders. That's what it was. And that's what we did. And that's what I did. I don't know. I don't know what anybody does anymore for powder puff. I don't know if it's allowed or not. I do know that the local football team here that I used to play for sucks so bad now. And I know if my buddy's watching this, he's going to get pissed because he's the head coach. But I mean, a school of like 1,500 lost a football game to a school of like 200. But not only did they lose, they lost 56-0. The school that lost 56-0, the school that I used to go to, is getting a brand new $40 million football field. Why? I mean, these guys suck. They're bad. 56-0. You couldn't even score a touchdown, not even in slop time. I mean, that's horrible. Oh, yeah, we need a brand new facility so we can turn this around. It's like $40 million. They've been constructing this for like 2.5 years. No, I mean $40 million. They're supposed to play in their district, like school size, I thought so. You can move up. No, it was just like, although I remember we played we played an all deaf school one time, and the way that they would call their plays was they would have like a big drum, and they could feel the vibrations of the, so they boom, boom. That's how they would call the plays. And they weren't very good, but I accidentally tackled one of their guys a little late out of bounds, and he went. We broke their drum. Put a hole right in it. For the rest of I don't know why they sat it there. But I tackled the guy, and his foot went through it. I think that they should have protected that thing a little more. I thought it was probably imperative to what they were doing. It was football. They had this huge. It was like that huge marching band drum, like boom, 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 and they could feel the. I'm not telling you the. I'm not doing the cheer again. That's not happening. Bo, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I can't believe that happened. Peanut wanted to play football so bad. I didn't have a problem with it, but her mom sure did. When she was told she could play with Puff Girls, she signed up for wrestling and archery. Archery, huh? Yeah, we know who Peanut is now. My dad will always make fun of us cheering, and he made up his own. You did it. Now you're going to get it. He still chants it to this day. Yeah, they went to sign language after that. And I would just go around telling everybody I love you. That's what I would do to them. Hey. Like, oh my God. That's what I would do. That was the only sign language I knew. What do you want me to do about it? Didn't feel right. Not to express my love and admiration for people. It's all right, Peanut. Don't worry about it. Sure. We can do that. Dr. Gary says, Josh, when we do the call-in show Sunday, can we discuss your football background and cheering? I was more of a I did Powder Puff 4 years. And I was much more prominent as a cheerleader than I was a football player. I wasn't that good of a football player at all. I really didn't even really like the sport, but it was like what my friends, like that's what they were doing. But I wasn't like good or anything, you know. But I wasn't a bad cheerleader. Our assistant principal lost his job for coming to the homecoming game drunk and took a pee over the top of the bleachers. That would get you fired. That would get you fired. Hold on one second. You'll get, well, when you ask them, you're just going to get like 30 different things. It's hard to ask that. Me too. But I don't even know who that is, so. What's up, Brenda? You always feel like you're intruding? I feel like that too. I always feel like that too. Let me see. Yeah, we should talk. You want us to talk about Crabtree? Great. We can do that. I don't mind. I don't want to talk about that guy. Yeah, we're going to do a Geo stream after this. What time is it? After we end, give me about 20 minutes. I'll start up a new live. If you guys want to hang out while I play, while I try to up my GeoGuessr skill for the tournament in December. Yeah, baby. You missed T-Rev. We just did something about T-Rev the other night. It's always Florida. So I am coming back. I promise. Absolutely. I would never do that. Maybe I would. I would not do that. Anyway, I wanted to, what are we at here? We're about 2 hours here. So thank you guys so much for being here. We made the goal, which was awesome. And thank you for the gifted memberships as well. Thank you for all the comments, the likes. We got way over what we normally get on the likes. And I appreciate you guys being here. So give me about 20 or 30 minutes. It'll be a GeoGuessr stream. And we'll play some GeoGuessr for a bit. It's always fun. I enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Also, I wanted to say, hold on. There's somebody I need to thank as well. Hold on. Yes, Peel Appeal. Gave a $100 super chat or super thanks, and from last night's show saying great show. I really do appreciate that. That's very kind of you. And they particularly liked the part where I said that I wasn't interested in how many perks someone popped in 94. Why not? That's so funny. I love it. All right, guys. I'll see you here in a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lab After Dark is starting shortly.
About 20, 30 minutes.
Lab After Dark is starting soon.
Well, you opened that Pandora's door.
I was actually just sitting down to pee, but whatever, you know.
What's the point in causing any rough with